There we go. Cool. Done like dinner. Cool.
Beautiful. Awesome. All right, perfect. I'm going to go ahead and turn off my camera and jump out of the way, and then I will give you guys 3, 2, 1 countdown if you guys are ready.
Awesome.
Okay, perfect. I've hide myself there. All right. In 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, you guys are live.
Yay! Hi, everybody. Happy belated Valentine's Day, first of all. My name is Lisa, and I am here today with my friends, my amazing friends. We are friends, we are professional voice actors, and we are also part of the cast of Adventures of the Starkeepers, which is a family podcast from Elevation Church. We've had so much fun working together over the last couple of years and are super excited to be here today to read the Seussification of Romeo and Juliet. So in a minute, we'll have everyone just kind of introduce themselves and who you're playing in Romeo and Juliet and maybe who you play on the podcast. But first, I want to introduce you to Steve. Steve is our executive producer of the podcast. It is his baby, and we've had so much fun helping it come to life. So do you want to tell us a little more about Adventures of the Starkeepers?
Yeah, absolutely. So Adventure of the Starkeepers is going into its 27th or 28th season at this point. I mean, we have a ton of episodes. We are on Apple Podcasts. We are on Spotify. If you type in Adventure of the Starkeepers, you will find all the episodes that we've done. But we've been going for almost 2.5, almost 3 years. At this point, we've had over 100 episodes of great family content ready for families to listen to, whether you're in the car, whether you're hanging out at home, whether you're with your friends. But Adventure of the Starkeepers is very fun. We always try to teach values and instill values into our kids that can help kids, at school, at home, dealing with problems, dealing with brothers and sisters. You might be difficult, but we present it in a really, really fun way. And over the past couple of years, we've had a chance to work with some of the most amazing voice actors across the country and really across the world as well. And so we're with you guys today. We are able to present this play to you. We're able to speak in our some of the characters that you'll hear on Adventure of the Starkeepers, and we'll get to do this great play for you. We're really excited.
Yay! So again, my name is Lisa. I will be reading the prologue today, and on Adventures of the Starkeepers, I play Professor Ratiform and a couple of other characters. So I'm going to pass the torch to Brent.
Hello, I will be playing Mercutio and Monk Larry and Abram and Monotone. So a lot of M names. And on Adventures of the Starkeepers, I play Tank.
Awesome. And then Shelly.
Shelly, I will be playing Lady Monotone and Greg and the servant to capitulate and Paris in the play. And on Adventures of the Starkeepers, I play River.
Yay! And then I guess it would be fitting to now introduce Tom.
There we go. I have to unmute that. That'll probably help. Hey guys, I'm Tom. I play Romeo here in the Seussification of Romeo and Juliet, and most recently in Starkeepers, I voiced the grown-up version of Dex, and I think an AI also. That was fun too. So lots of cool voices.
That's awesome. Brett.
Hi everyone, my name is Brett. Today I will be playing the roles of the nurse, Lord Capitulate, Balthazar, and Tybalt. And on Starkeepers, I'm the voice of Dr. Disco, Steve the Sock Puppet, and most recently, Prince Jersey of Mootopia.
Oh my gosh, Steve, we introduced you, but you're actually going to be in our play today. Why don't you tell us who you're going to be?
Oh man, so I am playing the Prince, which is super fun, and I'm also playing Samson. Yeah, should be good. I am not. I'll go in preface. These are the professionals. These are the professionals. Lisa is doing me a favor by getting me in this thing, but these guys are the pros, and I love them to death.
You're going to be amazing. This is kind of like your voice acting debut. No pressure. Awesome. So Emma.
Hello, I'm Emma. In today's play, I am going to be playing narrator 1, and Benvolio. And in Adventures of the Starkeepers, I play Bubbles.
Awesome. And then Kelly.
Hi, I'm Kelly. In the play today, I'll be reading Narrator 2 and Lady Capitulate. And in Adventures of the Starkeepers, I am Fern, and I'm also Nova.
And last but not least, we have Juliet, aka Crystal. So I just told everyone who you're going to be voicing. I totally didn't mean to steal your line. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. No. What is it? I'm sure they deduced it.
Yeah.
You're so great, Lisa. Well, hi, I'm Crystal Lee. I will be playing Juliet today, and in Adventures of the Starkeepers, I am the bratty Supreme Princess Tutu.
So yeah, we're just gonna do our thing. So this is the Seussification of Romeo and Juliet and Narrator 1. Whenever you're ready, let's get going.
Dear ladies and menfolk,
Women and gents,
you're people of culture and true common sense.
you know what you know, and you like what you like.
Like singing a song or riding a bike.
2-hour symphonies,
Ping pong,
canoeing,
poetry,
football.
or yellow snowshoeing.
We like that stuff too.
It's the greatest.
You bet.
Then topping the list, Romeo and Juliet.
It's Shakespeare's great classic.
We can't get enough. But make no mistake, writing that stuff is tough.
Sublime in its scope, no thing is more artful.
It deserves honors and lauds by the cartful.
The play is just perfect,
Nothing is wrong.
except that it's almost 2 hours too long. The play is still great, so we need not repeat it.
But you need to be Albert Einstein just to read it.
Now, don't get us wrong. We love William Shakespeare.
But in this new century, he's not very clear.
Yet, only in reverence to him, our great hero, do we pull the bard back to our level. 0.
We've shortened the play, changed some names, made it rhyme. No more of that blank verse. We don't think he'd mind.
A rhyming tetrameter is thought quite useful.
But could make the play sound a bit Dr. Seussful.
And what's wrong with that? Why, as sure as we're standing, Seuss is good too, and most folks understand him.
But don't get the notion that the Seussification of Romeo and Jay is our one main intention.
We'd never do that.
No, we wouldn't. Oh, no. And that's why we're bothering telling you so.
A prologue is given to the top of the play.
A paragraph giving the whole plot away.
It must be important. There must be a reason for Shaky to put it there.
Plus, he just teasing.
Our prologue's addressed. Addressed! Our prologue's addressed, so let's watch and see.
This lamentable,
Horrible.
gross comedy. Tragedy.
Ahem. Verona's the place from where our play is picked. 2 families lived there, and man, they were ticked. Their ancient grudge match happened before the story, and rekindled hatred made their feud more gory. Straight from the loins of those mentioned above, popped Kid 1 and Kid 2. And they fell in love. Kid 1 and Kid 2 later each left as a result of their parental strife. Their families to fighting and feuding were fettered, but somehow the loss of their kids made it better. The families were pals now. They'd all go on hikes, mud wrestle, play lawn darts, and pedal their bikes. Now, we're not saying that leaving is an antidote to family tumult and strife. That's an idea that can sure make plays sell, but in real life, it just doesn't work out that well. So kids, never try this. Forget what you've heard. We're trained professionals and we're insured.
Just a reminder, this interpretation takes nothing from Dr. Seuss as inspiration. Our thoughts are our own as I stand alone and play on this xylophone 8-bell trombone.
In this corner here are Samson and Gregory. From the house of Capitulate, they were born angry. And representing the house of Lord Monotone, Abram and Balthazar, a tenor.
Hi.
And baritone.
Oi.
Excuse me, do you bite your thumb at us, sir?
I did bite my thumb, and it hurts. See the pus there?
I think your pus mocks us.
Do you want to quarrel?
No, I don't, yet only this simple moral. We serve Lord Monotone, as you must know, and monotones have on their bellies an O. Nothing's more fashionable. What could be better?
Nothing, except that you've picked the wrong letter.
Capitulates all have an X on their tummy, and if you don't have one, you're probably a dummy.
Do you mean a dummy with the capital D?
Yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I meant indeed.
Draw of you be men, you ex-bellied fools.
Now to
Now,
my
to our
anger,
you've added
the fuel.
A giant brawl started. You wouldn't believe it.
Bring me my long sword, the one that cuts deep. While I'm waiting, I'll yell, Monotone, you're a creep!
You villain capitulate, I'm more the man, and you are the creepiest creep in the land.
The creepiest creep? Does he have a point there?
He's lying, my love. You must never surrender.
Enter the prince, royal and wise. He's had about all he can take from these guys. A crusader for peace. He stops the fight, and everyone listens because they know he's right. He pauses and makes the most eloquent speech.
Will you jerks knock it off? I've been trying to sleep.
Upon hearing the prince's great message of virtue, the crowd all dispersed. It was almost past curfew. Only Lord and Mrs. Monotone stayed.
Where's our Romeo? I've not seen him all day. Why won't he fight in the brawls like the others?
He spends his time dreaming. Why should he bother?
Show me a mistress that is passing fair, where I may read who passed that passing fair. She is too fair, too wisely too fair. It must be unfair to be passed at the fair, because fairs, they don't care who's passing them rarely. Even the fair will pass rarely, but barely. My love is fair, stripped bare and cooked rare. The fair Cupid steals my bliss, so I despair.
That was young Romeo, kid number 1. But as we can see, he's not having much fun. Perhaps he could use some red sneasel fruit juice. That's the best juice when your mind's on the loose. It's guaranteed for 10,006 uses. And it's nothing like old Dr. Seuss's. Nor is our play, which can stand on its own. Just thought we'd remind you before you go home.
Meanwhile, at the capitulate pad, there's a suitor for Julie, and he is with her dad.
Hey, capitulate! I'm the man for your daughter.
I don't think you'll do.
But who could be hotter? Besides, I brought you some peppermint candy.
Does he have a point? I think you'll be dandy. Let's have a banquet. Yo, man, go and get all of these peoples whose names I've writ.
Before I can find all the people and greet them, I need to find help from someone who can read them.
Because fairs, they don't care who's passing them rarely. Even the fair will pass rarely, but barely. My love is fair, stripped bare and cooked rare. But fair Cupid steals my bliss, so I despair.
Romeo, I know your heart has been broken, because on this matter you've endlessly spoken, and I've tried my best to be philanthropic, but cousin, I think you've exhausted the topic. This tether to sadness, I think you must cut. Or if you don't, will you please just shut up?
Benvolio, it is so rare for bear.
Hey, buddy, what's up? Can we help you there?
Sure enough, if there is help, then I need it. Because I've got this list here, and I just can't read it. To find a strong reader is what I've been hoping.
I'll read it to you. It'll keep me from moping. These folks can come to Capitulate's party. Smarty Martino and his boy named Artie, Bronco Buck Billy and Bucky Billy Buff, and Lady McDinky McDucky McDuff, Sunny Sun Daly and his pal Baloo, John Jimmy Jack Jamerson from Kathmandu, Mercutio and Winifred Winnie Waters, old Uncle Perk and his 96 daughters, Dave from Topeka and Lady Von Ribbled, Rosalind, Valentine, Livia, Juliet, Tybalt. Anyone named Gordy or Tim or Melissa can come to this bash. If you can't, then we'll miss you. Yeah, this party sounds great.
Like the best of the best.
If you're not a monotone, be our guest.
Romeo, we've got to go crash this wing ding. There's sure to be beauties to make even you sing.
This party will never cure my broken heart, but I'll go along with you to take your part.
Meanwhile, back at the Capitulate Palace, we meet Julie full of splendor and grace.
Nurse, where is Juliet? Now where could she be? I want my daughter, so lead her to me.
Oh, little plum dumpling, oh, sweet pudding pie, where's my fragrant blossom? Come out, don't be shy. Oh, little love monkey, thou sweet chimpanzee soul, answer my call and quit hiding, you weasel.
How now? Who calls?
Get up off the floor, it's your mother. She's waiting just outside your door.
Mom?
Yes, it's I, your own dearest mother. I've been called the same by your sisters and brother. I meant to say just what I said when I meant, that I am your mother 100%.
I suppose this is a moment I'll cherish.
Juliet, you are to marry young Paris.
I'm not yet 14. Is there some room for Gallant?
I married young, and look how I turned out.
Oh, he is so handsome. He's a man of wax.
Here's his picture. He sent us a fax. We're having a party, and there you can meet him.
He's so delicious. You'll just want to eat him.
On their way to the party, Benvolio and Romeo meet up with their friend, Clifford Deacon First Folio, Carmichael Zanzibar, Who's Foos Petruchio, Zip Zap Shebang, also known as Mercutio.
Now, I think you can see by this point in the play that there isn't a singular possible way that our show could have taken on Seuss attributes. We'd sooner put bounceberry beans in our boots. Forget this girl who won't return your affection. Dance with some others, make a new selection.
Yes, gentle Romeo, we must see you dance.
My heart is too heavy. There isn't a chance.
You lovesick daydreamer. Your dreams aren't all dreamt. Each man sees a new day, and you're not exempt. Do you want to live your whole life in a hole? I know what I know, and I'm telling you so. A life should be filled with adventure and bliss, and that's why I'm bothering telling you this.
Good evening, gents. There's plenty to eat, and ladies who'll dance despite corns on their feet. Corn-footed feet are the best feet for dancing. If I was a youngster, you'd bet I'd be prancing. Why, I might dance now. Wait, could that be true? Do I have a point there? I certainly do. Good evening, gents. There's plenty to eat, and ladies who'll dance despite corns on their feet. Welcome, young fellows. I recall the day when I'd wear a visor to such a party and whisper sweet tales in the young ladies' ears. Have a good time and enjoy these young years. Wait, that can't be right. Or is it tarnation? Bless this infernal recapitulation.
Ooh, hachi mama. Wow, hubba bubba. That girl is a babe, or my name is Dumb Bubba.
My monotone alarm just gave the alert. I keep it hidden right here in my shirt. It detects monotones, it's never wrong. And this one's been fooling where he don't belong. This brazen young trespasser needs to be smitten. Dear nephew Tybalt, did you lose this mitten? Uncle, your house is a monotone there. Leave him alone. Whoa, does he have nice hair? But uncle, that's Romeo, monotone son. Lighten up, boy, I'm not done having fun. I know not to kill him must fill you with sorrow, but look on the bright side. There's always tomorrow.
Please don't think I'm forward, but I think you're hot.
I can't see his face. Is it worth it or not?
I have 12 billion, 62 million, and 60 hormones, and all of them want you to kiss me.
Hey, you're kind of cute. Okay, here, hold my gum first. It's raspberry lima bean snoozle fruit bratwurst.
Mwah.
Ah,
Wow. Hey, you're right. That is good tasting gum.
I know.
Your mother would like a few words with you, hon.
Who is her mom, if I may be so bold? Quickly, please tell me before I get old.
Her dad is the host who bought that main course dish you ate. Her mother's no other than Lady Capitulate. Juliet is her name, and she is the fairest. But don't get any ideas. She's marrying Paris.
She's a capitulate? Oh, what rotten luck.
Romy, we're out of here. This gig is up. We mustn't stay here. We have to go homeo.
His name.
There are those who call me Romeo.
Needless to say, Romy's heartache was done. He met a new girl, and she had good gum. All of the guests from the banquet had parted, but not Romeo. He was just getting started.
How can I leave here when she holds my heart, my importantest blood-pumping chest body part?
Yo, Romy, where did he go, Romeo?
He went home to bed. That's where I'm gonna go.
But I saw him running back toward the feast.
Well, that can't be right, because his bed is due east.
I'm telling you, he didn't go home to bed.
My friend, no offense, but you need a new head.
Coming back to this place may seem capricious, but I just can't help myself. She's gorgelicious.
Testing. 1, 2, check. Is this thing on?
Oh, she speaks to herself through her self-speaking horn. No thing is more useful to speak private stuff to, and it makes it all louder so others know too.
Romeo, baby, oh buff. Wherefore art thou? I just can't get enough. Forsake your name, or else I'll forsake mine. But if I forsake mine, there's a $10 fine. My tap dancing lessons will probably get canceled. No more TV, Rupert floats, no more Seinfeld. Ugh, I might get grounded for 2 or more hours. So, if there's a name to dump, let's make it yours.
Oh, Juliet, you're a pearl of great price. You're like 2 pearls, only much, much more nice. And it might be like 3 pearls, shiny and rare, but 4 pearls, I think I'd be pushing it there.
Who is that? Yo, Romeo, is that you?
Yes, it is I, Romeo. That is true. I heard your whole self-speaking speech through your horn, and I love you, my love, just as sure as you're born.
Let's find the preacher.
Let's get hitched tomorrow. Enough of this fighting.
This feuding.
This sorrow. Kiss me once more and send my lips to heaven.
I can't anymore tonight. It's past 11.
Well, it couldn't hurt if we kissed through the horn. Then we'll elope when the sun lights the morn. Mwah.
So Romeo ran to the home of Monk Larry. Not Monkey Larry. He is not quite that hairy. He is just a monk. He's the monkiest one that Romeo knew and could get the job done.
Oh, good. Monk Larry, I'm glad that you're here.
Where else would I be? I've not left here in years. You sure are chipper. Last time I saw yous, you was blubbering, moping, and singing's the blues.
That was the old me. I'm new and improved. I'm a hip-hopping, happening, cool, righteous dude.
How can I help you, my dude, filled with glee?
I need your consent, Monk. Will you marry me?
Listen, punk, I am a monk, don't you get it? I live all alone and I'm wearing a habit.
No. There's a girl that I've met as of late. She is the daughter of Capitulate. Our love is true.
Are you sure?
Yes, indeed. 190% guaranteed.
If I marry the girl to this monotone doodling, it may end the war, all this troublesome feudling. Okay, my young pup, I'll tie your knot. But if you're eloping, then you'll need a plot. So Romeo never came home last night?
He never came home, and he's still out of sight. Now Tybalt, the nephew of Capitulate, challenges him to a bumbaloo fight.
A bumbaloon fight? That's the worst.
Yeah, I know.
That would mean curtains for poor Romeo. Tybalt's the best bumbaloonist around. I've seen him bumbaloon 20 men down. I can hold my own at true bumbalooning, but lovesick young Romy's been too busy crooning.
Here he comes now. Hey, Romy, what gives? You didn't go back to the place where you live.
There's an optometrist whose name is Cupid. He's opened my eyes and made me less stupid. I met a new girl. She's the best of the best. She passed the Romeo hot mama test.
Hey, okay. Hey, I say.
Hey!
Yippee-yi-yay!
Yippee okay-yay!
Has anyone seen Romeo monotone? I need to see him before I go home.
Hey there, not bad. She's a fine catch, old son.
I guess I was picturing someone more young.
Wow, she's a babe, all right. Look at those curls.
What? Are you mental? That's not the new girl.
Juliet, my mistress, inquires about you, but I think she's missing a half-dozen screws. As her nurse, I must ask, what makes you so great? Why do you deserve Miss Capitulate?
I make a great milkshake. All my friends say so.
Oh, that's good enough for me. So where should we meet you?
We'll meet at Monk Larry's place later today. He'll marry us there, and then we'll say hooray!
Oh, I love small weddings. What could be humbler?
Excuse me there, miss. Could I get your number?
So, Romeo went back to Monk Larry's house. Not a creature was stirring, not even
a mouse!
It ain't a mouse, it's a schnozel-nosed dodrant, amongst the tamest of lint-eating rodents. He lives in my sleeve with this lint-eating rabbit. Both of them eat clean, my stinky bad habit.
I'm so nervous. Oh, my stomach's a wreck. Where could they be?
Just a sec. I'll go check.
I do not like his stinky clothes. Ugh. I do not like his schnozzle nose. I do not like them near or far. I do not like them in a car. I do not like them in a tunnel. I could not push them through a funnel. I only love the girl I met. Here she comes. Sup, Juliet?
I'm sorry that we're late in getting here. I had to use 8 cans of spray in my hair.
So don't light a match.
No, I won't. I vow.
So, where's the monk?
Oh, for crying out loud.
I'll go and find him. I think I know where. He'll be back in the jiffy, so never despair.
Well, I couldn't find Juliet anywhere. Hey, this girl looks good. How about Mary Hare?
This is Juliet, you knucklehead monk.
Settle down, Tiger. I don't need this punk. Okay, kneel down. Now, let's make this quick. I gotta flush my cat so he won't stick. Both of yous, make sure your rings are all switched. You may now kiss the bride. I pronounce you hitched.
Romy and Jay were now happily married. They both yelled, hooray! Then off they scurried. But not all was happy in this neighborhood. Mercutio and Tybalt were up to no good. It happened that both of them came to a place where they stopped and they stood, nose to nose, face to face.
I am an east-going Tybalt, I say. You're blocking my path. You're right in my way.
I am Mercutio. I always go west. So you'd better step aside if you know best.
Didn't you hear the words from my mouth? I won't budge an inch to the north or the south.
I challenge you then to a buffalo battle.
You think you can beat me, huh? Fiddle faddle.
You want to buffalo poor Romeo.
Yeah, so big deal. What's it to you, yo?
Hold on there, fellas. This isn't the way. Tybalt, we're practically kin. I'll explain.
When I finish here, one more victim to go. His name starts with an R and rhymes with Romeo.
Hey, guys, quit fighting, because that's just as bad as putting chameleons on top of plaid.
Ah! Ay, caramba! I've been bubbalooned!
I am the victor of this lame buffoon.
Mercutio!
Romeo!
Friend, are you dying?
No, I'm fine. And I'm not lying.
Let's pull this bum balloon from your breast.
Please, I prefer that you call it my chest.
Chest, breast, whatever. Yoicks, this thing won't budge.
Prepare to die, Romeo. I hold a grudge.
Sheesh, this stuck bum balloon's really a big... No!
Oh, with my own bumbaloo now, I am slain.
What in the... Oh, crap. How did this happen?
You cut me off guard. I was too busy yapping.
Romeo, run, or you're a sitting duck.
Oh, I'm fortuneful in the plaything of luck.
What happened here? I'd like to explore the reason there's two sleeping guys here on the floor.
Tybalt here bumbalooed good friend Mercutio and then got his bell rung by poor sweet young Romeo.
Oh, Tibbledy-doo, my brother's son's third cousin, 4 times removed. My kinsman Tybalt lies sleeping on the floor. Romeo must sleep too to even the score.
Oh, easy there, girly girl. I call the shots. I am the prince here, believe it or not. I'll banish young Romeo from fair Verona as soon as I finish this slice of bologna.
Romeo has to go skip town or else the prince might find out and put him on the shelf. We see here young Julie and she thinks and sits.
I'm wife to a banished guy? Man, that's the pits.
Yeah, that's not all, 'cause there's more pits in store. Here come her parents through her bedroom door.
Since poor Tybalt's sleeping fills all our hearts with sorrow.
We're bumping your wedding day up to tomorrow.
This is the double-most pit situation. I'm victim of my father's capitulation. I can't marry Paris because I've got a husband. I'm sure that's illegal, except on Fuzz Island. I need to get help. If I don't, then I'm sunk. This is a job for old Larry the monk. Monk Larry, you've entered my bedroom, but how?
Check the script, Julie. It's my bedroom now.
Ooh, is that because this is the magic of theater?
Yes, my child. She's got less brains than a sea otter.
Gentle Monk Larry, I need some assistance. My wedding's tomorrow, but despite my resistance. To Romeo, you'll recall, I am now wed. But they'd have me wed Paris.
Not if you're pretend sleeping, Ed. Listen, I've got a plan, but it takes guts, and you must eat 2 of these sleep-faking nuts. These sleep-faking nuts, they'll make you look sleeping. Paris can't wed, and if he tries, he'd be creeping. That you are still here won't be understood. They'll all think you're sleeping, 'cause these nuts work good. Then, after the sleeping party in a few days, you'll wake up with Romeo far, far a ways.
How'll Romeo know that I'm not really sleeping? Oh,
I'll send him an email. I'll tell him we're just pretend weeping. In your tomb, when the last tread has been trod, Romeo will sneak in and collect your sleeping bod.
I'll take the nuts when evening comes.
And I'll send an email to Romeo.coms.
The monk sent his email with details attached, but Romeo missed it because his PC crashed. He never learned Juliet was faking disaster.
Oh, shucks. Now I can't play double sneech blaster.
Surely by now you can see that it's true. With Dr. Seuss, our play has nothing to do.
We'll say it again in case you were snoozing. It never dawned on us to make this a Seuss thing.
Later that night, Juliet ate the nuts.
Then in the morning, she wouldn't wake up.
What? What's the matter? Is Juliet dead?
Is her body cold? Is there blood on her head?
Did you check her pulse? Did you give her CPR?
Did you give her the Licking-Heimlich maneuver?
Then why did you scream? Tell me, what's this about? My leg cramped up. I just got done working out.
I'm so glad to hear Juliet isn't sleeping.
She's just a sound sleeper. She's got a good bed. A good bed means everything to a sound sleep. Now that she's rested from her bed, she'll leap.
Juliet, wake up. It's your lucky day.
Today's the day that we give you away.
We give you to Paris today, the young lad.
Up out of bed, say. She's stiff as a board.
She's awfully cold. Maybe she froze in her dream.
Or maybe she's just really sleeping.
It's our turn to scream.
Ah!
Meanwhile, back on the beach of Cadid, we meet up with Romeo. That's where he hid.
Benvolio found him there sunning himself, disguised as an antelope sunbathing elf.
Romeo, wake up and hear what I say. Juliet's sleeping and her sleep party's today.
What? Juliet? Juliet, that name draws a blank. Oh, help me out here. Does she work at the bank?
Juliet! She's your own heart's delight. You married her yesterday. She is your wife.
What? That Juliet. Yeah, that name rings a bell. Now, what was the message you wanted to tell?
Juliet's sleeping.
Are you kidding me?
No!
How did she fall asleep?
Nobody knows.
It must have been her broken heart that went crack. Oh, I'll kiss her one last time. I must now go back. Then I'll consume this authentic sleep cracker. It'll take me quickly out of the picture. No, please don't try and stop me. It must be this way. Without Juliet, I shan't see one more day. My ears are deaf to your protestations. My mind is made up to have awake deprivation. Oh, there's nothing, Benvolio, that you can do to keep me from sleeping. I will follow through. Please don't make a scene now. I've told you my notion. I am a train and my wheels are in motion. Off to Verona I go with my awake self to lay it before my sleeping body of my wife.
Go ahead, dude. The mourners took one last look at Julie's body. Then somebody yelled,
Hey, the snack's in the lobby.
Juliet, honey, to get here I ran. I tripped on a gravestone and fell in my can. I'm so out of shape. I came here to give your lips just one more kiss. And then when I'm done, I'm gonna eat this. It isn't fair that I'm awake when you're sleeping, so I'm gonna trade my awakeness for sleeping instead. Here comes the kiss, so pucker up, sister. Mwah. Ooh, yippee yahoo! You're still a great kisser. That was phase one. Now here comes phase two. I'll eat this cracker, then I'll be asleep too.
Now, there's a reason that Romeo's awakeness isn't halting.
'Cause we switched his sleep cracker with a plain saltine.
We've read this show, and it don't end pretty.
So we tweaked the plot a bit to make it less gritty.
Juliet woke up from her sleeping-like grip slumber.
And overjoyed, Romeo did a backflip dance number.
Mercutio and Tybalt weren't really sleeping.
We were just teasing.
Playing with your head. We're both great pals now.
He's such a good listener.
They'll both be attending the Swish Fishing opener.
Since both of us now have been on hiatus, we bought this machine that a nice fellow made us.
It's guaranteed to make angry folks happy. He ought to know.
He's the feud-fixing chappie!
So all of the members of both families went through the machine just as fast as a breeze. It took those X's and O's off their tummies.
What were we thinking?
Wow, we were dummies.
Long years of bitterness melted away.
Now they had nothing but nice things to say.
Compliments flew.
Say, I like that tie.
I like your trousers, and you're a nice guy.
There wasn't anyone left who felt bugged.
So they all partook of a giant group hug.
Hug! It was official! The feuding had ended. The lovers kept loving and the families befriended.
All from both families sold their bumballoons, and with all the money, they bought a pontoon.
And now every night with the fish and the ducks, they all eat together at pontoon potlucks. Now, you may have noticed that no one here stayed asleep.
What? Can we help it if our prologue lied? But come on, that's no way to end a good play.
Dr. Seuss wouldn't, I'd venture to say.
That's right, he wouldn't, and neither would we, even though our play is Dr. Seuss free.
Well, okay, it did have a few small Seussisms, some overblown rhyming and minor plot schisms.
This stuff is dangerous.
It shouldn't be tried.
To interpret William Shakespeare, Seussified.
Leave that to the artists. They have had the right schooling.
They are the pros, and they know what they're doing.
We hope you've enjoyed this tragic lament.
'Cause we've all enjoyed it.
100%. Oh my gosh, that was so great. Yeah, so that's the thing. That's a wrap.
Yay!
The end.
Yes.
Great job, everyone.
Thanks again for having us, inviting us to do our thing. We are super excited to be here and hope that you enjoyed the show.
Oh, it was absolutely fantastic. Thank you guys so much. We had such a great time. It was really so fun.
Awesome. Well, again, happy belated Valentine's Day. We appreciate the opportunity to be here. I guess we're Audi 5000. Isn't that what the kids say?
Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you guys so much.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi, thank you.
Guys.